All right, today we're going to put on our digital detective hats. We're going to take two completely random looking fragments of text from the internet and piece together a pretty surprising story about how meaning gets made and, sometimes lost online.
So let's just dive right into this central mystery. Here are two little pieces of text that on the surface have absolutely nothing to do with each other. Our job, together, is to find that hidden connection.
And here they are. I mean, look at these. On one side, you've got a word we all know. Ouch. Simple, right? But on the other, you have what looks like total nonsense. Spinning TVO so logos go you. One is a feeling, the other is, well, it's a word salad. How could these possibly be related? Okay, to crack this thing, we've got to do what any good detective does first, right? We have to find the source. Where did these digital breadcrumbs even come from? Let's start with the easy one. Ouch. It's just one word, an exclamation, just floating out there on its own. It could be anything, couldn't it? A stubbed toe, a bad joke, who knows? But bam, here's the source. It's from the transcript of a YouTube short showing different animals cliff diving. And just like that, ouch clicks into place. It's the sound of impact, right? The feeling of hitting the water. The context is totally physical, it's literal, and it's about actual animals. All right, now for our second clue. And this one's a whole other level of weird. Spinning TV oh so logos go you. It feels abstract, like a glitch in the matrix, or maybe a line from some experimental poetry. What kind of context could possibly explain this mess? And its source? It's from the official music video for that huge electronic track, Animals by Martin Garrix. It's an automatically generated transcript, so the phrase isn't meant to be literal, it's just a machine trying its best to put words to, well, pure sensory overload. Strobing lights, fast cuts, the whole chaotic energy of a rave. So let's pause for a second and really think about this. We have a clip of literal animals doing a physical thing, which gives us the feeling of ouch. And then we have a music video that's all about a metaphorical party animal vibe, which gives us a description of chaotic energy. What on earth could possibly be the single thread connecting these two wildly different worlds? Well, the investigation is officially over. And the answer? It's been staring us in the face the whole time, right there in the titles of the sources themselves. Get ready for the big reveal. And there it is, the one word, animals. One video is about literal animals cliff diving. The other is a song called Animals about people behaving like party animals. This one word is the key that unlocks the entire puzzle. It's this single common thread. So this is the key, right? The same exact word can point to two totally different realities. Let's break down exactly how these two worlds of animals are built. This slide just lays it all out perfectly. For the literal animal, the embodiment is the physical body. The experience is, ouch, real-world impact in the context of nature and sport. But for the metaphorical animal, the body is just an abstract vibe. The experience is that spinning TV feeling, pure sensory chaos, in the context of a party and music. It's a perfect example of two opposite meanings coming from a single word. There's actually a name for this whole phenomenon. It's called context collapse, and it happens constantly, every single day online. A tweet, a meme, a single word like ouch, it gets ripped from its original home, and suddenly its meaning is totally up for grabs. Our little puzzle here is a textbook case of this. So, okay, this was a fun little detective game, but what's the real point here? Why should we care about this idea of context collapse, as we're all trying to make sense of the digital world? Well, here's what it all boils down to. First, context is king. Without it, a word can mean pretty much anything. Second, the internet is just a sea of these little fragments, constantly feeding us tiny, broken pieces of stories. This means, third, we are all playing detective all the time, trying to piece it all together. And that leads to the final point. To really get what a message is about, you absolutely have to dig for its roots. And that really leaves us with one last big question to chew on. In this world of digital fragments, when a word can be pulled from its source and mean something totally different, who's really in charge of what it means? The person who made it? The algorithm that showed it to you? Or is it us, the detectives, putting the pieces together? Something to think about. Thanks for digging into this with me.